Hey, what's up, folks? Doing some CB work lately. I figured I'd make a video showing what I've been working on. This is an SBE Console 5 from the late 70s. It's got that disco-rific look to it. And the microphone that I'm using with it, that's a Turner Expander 500. And it also has that cool 70s Star Trek look to it. This is an Am Sideband radio with some sort of interesting features. First of all, it's got a scan feature, as it scans through the channels. What that's intended to be for is to find an empty channel. If you have the squelch down, it will just, if you can hear that, it'll just go through the channels. Now if I turn the squelch up, it will stop when signals don't break through. I'm not really sure how useful that is, but it has it. Other things with this, it has a Squelch Meter, so I can actually see, which you probably can't really read, it's this upper one here. I can actually see how strong the signal is relative to where the squelch is going to break. Now, what I mean by breaking is, right now the squelch is on. You don't hear anything. Right there, it's open. So what you do is you set the squelch so it drowns out the background noise, and the signal will come through. And I can actually set how strong I want it, how strong the signal has to be over background with this meter here. It's kind of a neat feature. I've never seen it on anything else, but you know, it is what it is. That was in the 70s when they were adding things just for the sake of having them. That's a Tram D201. I've fully rebuilt that. All new capacitors, replaced the resistors that were out of spec, full alignment. That's a real nice radio. It's all tubes. Got a lot of crystals, a lot of parts in there. It's got circuit boards, kind of a mess to work on. That's a JB12 modulator. A beat up Turner Plus 3 back there. My RCI 2980, which is my big radio, my fancy high-end whatnot. That's a Sonar FS23. That's from 1964. Someone gave me that. I've had two of these. I sold one. This one was given to me. It's in really nice shape. Works extremely well. 23 channel AM. The one up there above it is a Courier 23 Plus. That's probably from the late 60s, early 70s. Kind of neat looking. It's got a chrome perforated case. Not a great radio, but it sure does look cool. The one up top, that is a Shakespeare 740. 40 channel tube radio with a digital synthesizer for tuning, PLL tuning. That is a Robyn T240D. These are basically basically brothers. This one has an RF gain control, where that one does not. And really, that's about the only difference, other than the paint job. There were a number of radios made that were basically clones of this, with various controls and lights and things on the front, but they're all the same. That's another Courier 23 Plus. That one's a couple years older than that guy there. Moving on down around, a Robyn T240D, or I'm sorry, a Robyn SB520D, 40 channel AM sideband. This is actually my first good radio. Still a good radio. I like this thing. This is a Tram Titan, first Tram I ever owned. This is from the late 60s. This is how they used to do things in the old days. You have a transmit selector here. Probably can't read that, but this goes 1 to 23. It's a fixed position switch. And this one here is the receive tuning. This is just a variable dial that goes from 1 all the way up to 23. Now how you'd use this is you would set your transmit channel on whatever channel you want it to talk on. You push this button here, which is the spot switch, and then you tune this until you hear a tone in the receive, and then the receiver is on the same frequency as the transmit. A little bit clunky to use, but it was fairly common. This is a Tram Titan 2. This is a sideband radio, but Other than that, it works basically the same as the Titan. Same manual tuning with the spot switch and the transmit position. This one also has a fine tuning control for sideband only. Sideband is not very good on this. It's actually kind of a double sideband. Not a great SSB radio. Wonderful AM set though. Let's see, what else have I got out here? Oh, I got this old guy. This is an Eci Courier 1M from, I think this is from the early 60s. 12-channel transmit. You could put any crystal you want in there, 1 through 23, up to 12 positions. And you had a manual receive again. But this one also has 4 fixed frequency receive crystals. So, you could have your 4 most used channels here, and have your rest of your transmit channels you tune this way. This doesn't actually work. It's never worked since I owned it. I paid $5 for it years ago because it looks cool. Again with the chrome case. Chrome's not real great, but it's kind of a neat looking radio. One of these days I'll get around to making it work. And I think that's all I got on the bench out here. Yeah, that's it. Some other things I'm not really supposed to have, and if you don't know what they are, I'm not going to tell you what they are. My old power supply up there, it's modified. It was some sort of lab power supply with no regulation. It's been rebuilt with a regulator circuit. It's pretty neat. Looks cool. It's yeah, I think it's 25 amps or something. So that's it. See y'all.